Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, this is the 3-month update, well 3.5-month update of my little pumpkin's life here on earth with me, my heartbeat, my everything right now. So if you'd like to know her progress or what's been happening with her so far, and you know how I've been as a first-time mom, keep on watching. So it has been a fun ride. Like, remember, I think in my labor and delivery video, yes, something that no one tells you about, that first month, not even I wouldn't even say the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the first month with a newborn, insane guys. Like the crying at night, Jesus have mercy, nearly mad me. You know, they have that 6 weeks clinic visit that you're supposed to take the baby to, as well as for yourself as a mom. There's a 6 weeks time frame that you're supposed to go in to get checked. So yourself as well as the baby is supposed to be getting checked, and the baby will also be getting her 6 weeks shots here in Jamaica. No, I didn't wait until 6 weeks. I took her in 5. Because that same day when I took her in, which was the 5th week, she cried that morning for about maybe 2-3 hours straight, non-stop. No walking, no hushing, no shushing, no pacifier, no nothing could get this child to stop crying. And I was beside myself trying to figure out what the hell is wrong. What am I doing wrong? What? She's not hungry. What happened? But yeah, I took her in and I said to the doc said, so why are you bringing her in so early? I said, Doc, listen, I don't know what's wrong with her. Yeah, I didn't know, like I just wanted someone to tell me that I was doing good. And she's okay. Yeah, I was just a nervous wreck. She told me she was fine. Babies just have a time where they just cry. Mark you, I did read that. I read something where it did say that babies do that. However, I wanted to hear it from a doc, like sit face to face, ask my own questions, for someone to tell me that she was okay. And she was. She really was. She was just going through a whole different process, and I just didn't know. Again, I'm a first-time mom, so you know, everything is brand new. But yeah, we got through that. Going into the second month, she cried, but she didn't cry as much. Initially, I thought she was just going to be one of those cry babies, like she just cried, like would just cry all the time, but she really didn't. She grew out of it. She's growing out of it. So the only time she really ever cries, like crazy cry, is if she's hungry. So like, if you know, like I told you, on point every 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Right now she eats 2.5, 3 hours at a time. At night, that is. In the days she eats every 2 hours. You will know when she's hungry. Like, she's sleeping, she gets up, she starts crying. To wake up, she cries when she's waking up. So you know it's time. It is time to feed her. So just have that food on point. Don't even lay, don't even linger too long. Yeah, she hungry. No bother take your time and go on like a dainty. No, we're not about that dainty life. But that's really what it is that she does. I love her. Like the other day I sat at work, because I'm back at work now. Yes, after 3 months we go back to work here in Jamaica, unless you add your vacation leave to it, which I didn't, because I do want my vacation time to spend with her. Like, I want all of that time, that like every ounce of time that I can get, I want to spend that time with her. So I definitely saved my vacation for that. When I went back to work, I sat down and I was looking at a picture of her on my phone, and like my eyes welled up. Why? Because it wasn't because I was sad or anything. I was overwhelmed. I was filled with so much love for such a tiny human being. Like, I've always heard my friends say, Shar, you know, boy, or even my friends, everybody says it, you know, boy, you know, when you have a baby, it's so different, it's so wonderful, you know, it's, you know, the cliche statement, you know, it's your heart outside of your body. It is true. She is definitely my heartbeat. Like to see her right now, she is now laughing, and the laugh is the funniest. It's funny, it's cute, it's everything in one. When she laughs, I have to laugh as well. I'm trying now, you have to do the goofy stages to find out what exactly makes her laugh, and to get to that point, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Even her father said to me the other day, like, babe, boy, I have to give women props. I have to give you props, because he had to admit, as a man, the things that I've been through for the past 3 months, in terms of, well, especially in the first month, it's not something that a man could handle just so by himself. So imagine a mother giving her child to this man and say, you know what, I have to leave, and just leave him with it. Leave him with the baby. Like, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And I thank God for him. He tried. He tried. I'm not gonna say he wasn't there. He tried. He tried his very best to be there. Some nights, really and truly, he couldn't really help, because of the fact that when she was crying, his head went places like, oh my God, what happened? And same place where my head went, but I had to keep my composure for the child, because I was the one who was holding her. So really and truly, we both sat one night looking at each other like, what happened to her? No. What happened to her? No. So what are we gonna do? Literally, that's what we did. So it was a challenge in the beginning, but it wasn't a challenge for me to say, oh my God, I'm gonna pull my hair out, I'm just gonna die. No, you will feel like pulling your hair out though, yes, but to be here now, to watch her growing, I feel like, though she cried so much in the beginning, though it was a little bit hard for me, I'm literally afraid to see her grow up out of this stage. Funny, I'm excited to see what God has in store for her. But when she, at the baby stage, it's so cute. Like, I hear people say that all the time. She's so adorable to see her go through the little stages. She rolls now. Like, she rolled over yesterday, and it was so scrumptious. Like, I was literally excited. And when I was cheering, she looked at me like, "I want to know, yeah, that's what it felt like she was saying." But it was just so nice. Right now, I think there are persons in the 3 months since I've been home, and since I've been back at work, there are persons who have offered their opinions, which is something that I saw my friends encounter. You must do this, you must do that. In the first month, I think, or month and a half, you need to give her water. If she's getting formula, you have to give her water. Yeah, she's getting breast milk. So why would I give her water at this time? And secondly, the doctor says, no, but I have raised many kids, so she should get water. I've heard that statement so many times. But I personally believed it was a little bit too early to give her water. A month and a half? Really? So I waited until it was 3 months, and I gave her water. That was my decision, because she's mine. Even my mom came to me with that, and yeah, it was a little bit of a little tit for tat at that point. But I told her I was going to wait until 3 months to give her the water, to try her on water, especially because it's so hot now. This summer has been really hot here in Jamaica, and yeah, I had to give her water. I didn't have no problem with that, but I wasn't going to give it to her when she just came home. In the first month, that wasn't going to happen. I wanted to give her what it is that I know I needed to give her, the nutrients, the things that would help her to develop. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. But what it is I wanted to say, though, is especially to first-time moms, there is so much material out there. Like, back when my mom raised me and my brother, back when your parents raised you, in the 80s and the 70s, however old you are, whoever it is that's watching right now, hi, by the way. Back then, there may not have been, you really had the doctor to count on. They had their mothers to count on, to say, all right, give them some this, give them some water, give them this, things that they did back in their day, way back. Now, I'm an old school kind of gal. I've listened to my mom, I listened to my grandmother. There are a lot of things that they have taught me that I really want to teach my own daughter. But there is a lot of things that, especially because of what is happening now in the COVID-19, my mom wasn't here with me. So I had to figure it out. Some things I did ask her, and some things I had to figure it out. So like every time she did something, I went ahead. There's this app I'm gonna suggest any new mother get. 2 apps: Baby Center. I'm gonna leave it right here. Baby Center and What to Expect When You're Expecting. Those 2 apps, fabulous apps. Fabulous. My doctor was the one who actually told me about What to Expect. He told me about Baby Center. Well, he said Baby Center could work, but he really preferred What to Expect. I had used both of them, and then I ended up only using What to Expect. It has forums on there. So for the month that I was giving birth, which was in April, you had forums for that. So you had forums for each month that each mother is giving birth. You had forums for that where mothers were in there talking and they shared with each other. I've never actually shared, but I've read the different things that they have been through, they ask questions with, amongst themselves as to how they handle each situation, each thing that comes up with the baby, and they help. A support group is really what it is, and it helped a lot. A lot of times I had questions, maybe I couldn't take up the phone, I called the doctor at that time, and I do have pediatrician friends. I think maybe about 3 doctors in my arsenal. But I didn't feel like I should be messaging them at that time of the night to say, oh hey, she puked up, what should I do, you know what I mean? But some things I didn't even really look to the group for. I just tried to figure it out, like, what should I do? You know what I mean? I guess that is the mother instinct that kicked in. But on the app, they ask so many questions, and then the mothers come in. It even reach to a point where sometimes some women, the things that they're going through, men wouldn't understand. And sometimes some of the men say things because the hormones that you have after having the baby, it goes crazy. Some women experience it worse than others, but some women are not friendly. And they're not open to anything. They're not open to any suggestions. They're not open to being nice at that point. Let's just say, for lack of a better term, they're not open to being nice. And trust me, yeah, that forum showed a lot of them. There are times when I've actually gotten annoyed with my boyfriend because I'm like, really? Yeah, I've gotten annoyed. I've had to pull back. I spoke to my mom once and I said, Mommy, listen, you need a support system. Pregnant, you need a support system. I spoke to my mom and I said, Mommy, boy, and I actually felt like I was being a little bit much. And I said to Mom, Mommy, boy, yeah, I feel this way. And she said, maybe you are. Just take time with him. Take time with him. And I stopped and I looked and I said, all right, then fine. Let me try that. Because you will always feel like you need to be perfect. You need everything done a specific way. And if it's not done your way, it's no way at all. And it causes you to be really crabby. And I'm going to admit it. Yes. In some instances, I was a little bit miserable. I was a little bit fussy. But I worked through it, and as a mature individual, you have to grow. Especially for the sake of the child, because the child knows when there is any form of vexation, when there's any form of cussing or whatever it is. They sense those things. They sense when you're sad. And I'm just telling you that because that is basically what they do. Because if I'm sad or if I feel some kind of way or down about it, trust me, Emma picked it up and she would stop and stare. She didn't cry, she just looked. And she just went quiet. Like, even if she's fussing, she'd stop. And she'd look like. And to me, it just felt like she's saying, Mom, it's okay. It's weird, but I honestly believe that's what she was saying to me. And it felt that way too. Because as I said, she stopped fussing. She didn't fuss anymore. And I understood what she was saying. So I bailed. I take a step back. But yeah, it's interesting. It's been fun. Persons who have checked in on me say, hey, Sharz, what's up? You good? I say, yeah, I'm fine. How's motherhood? It's pretty good. And I appreciate people asking me how I'm doing. I read a post once. I think it was Tammy Chin who posted it on her page when she had her last son, Oz. And she said, boy, sometimes people don't ask you how you are as a mom. They ask her how's the baby, and so they don't realize that you are going through something too. And talking to people, it helps. It helps a lot. Well, some people, because some people just really want to sit and listen to your business and tell you about things, and I'm not for that. No. And yeah, I have an interesting spirit of discernment, and yeah, I see when you're coming to me with that BS, and I'm gonna tell you, I am not the one. I am not the one, sweetie. But yeah, you definitely need a support system. But the 3 months has been great. She has been doing a lot. She is a little chunky monkey. That's my dumpling right there. People ask me, I remember somebody saying to me, Lada, we're not overfeeding the child. Yeah, that's what I did. I smiled and yeah, I overlooked the statement that she made and just moved right along. That's all you can do, really. But yeah, there was something I had touched on in my last video. A lot of persons ask me, how is breastfeeding? No, I supplement. I give her breast as well as I give her formula. She gets both. Why? I don't produce a lot of milk. This is something that persons don't talk about either, because they feel ashamed. They feel like this is something that makes you less of a woman, less of a mom. And you do have women that make you feel that way. If you're not producing breast milk, oh my God, you're not, and the child not going to have vitamin to share with you. In the beginning, when I realized that I wasn't producing a lot and I had to give her the formula, it made me break down. I didn't say I got depressed, but I got really sad. There were a few moments or instances where I cried, because I felt like she was just missing out on something, but I kept trying. I read up on breastfeeding. I read up on how, because at one point, especially when I just started, because she got that first part, what's it called? The colostrum. I'll leave the word here. That thick, vitamin enriched first part, she got that. But it hurt. Breastfeeding hurts. It hurts. My nipple felt like it was falling off. It looked like it was falling off because it was raw. It did raw, and it hurt. It hurt. It hurt. But after a while, and it's true though, breast milk does heal it. So what I did, I actually squeezed a little bit of the breast milk on my finger and I put it back on the nipple, and it healed it. But I had to pull her from my breast for a while, for like maybe a week, and gave her only formula. No, I cried at that point too. Why? I think after the week I cried because I was wondering, how is it going to get her back to my breast? But I read something. Like I said, trust me, the information is there. It is there. It's some things you might want to bypass. You don't have to do information overload. You don't have to read everything on the internet, because some things are really just trash. Some things are just really just there to make you worry. But some things you do, like you search for specifically what you want. I typed that in Google, how to get baby back to breast. And what I did was I pumped whatever it is I could get. Well, yeah, whatever it is that I could get, I pumped it and I gave it to her. So once that was finished, I just put my breast in her mouth, and that's how I got her to get back on my breast. Like I don't think, and maybe it's a trick, I guess, maybe I tricked her. I gave her the bottle, she drank that, it was finished, and as she was finished with that, I put her back to the breast. And as such, that's how I got milk to be coming. It isn't, I'm not gonna say I'm making 10 ounces a day or every pump, but my milk is coming, and I'm still working on it to get her as much as is possible. I'm trying to go up to at least 6 months until she starts, bringing out those little teeth. Yes, I'm not about to have a baby with teeth in her mouth, and my daughter bites. I felt the little gum earlier in her little life, and it hurts. So imagine her thinking that, my nipple is a sweet, and she bites me with her 2 little nubbins. No, that's not gonna happen. I don't know how some of y'all mothers do it. Good luck, kudos to no. Me not do it. But yes, I'm trying to do it for as long as it's possible to get her back on the breast, and I'm doing as all that I can to make sure that I still continue with this supply. I'm gonna put here some of the stuff. I'm gonna list some of the stuff that I have done. I have had oats. I bought a nursing tea. That was pretty good. It's actually tasty, really nice. It has fruits and stuff in it, little extracts. There are different things that you can drink, or different what's it called? The different things in the tea that helps with breast milk production. Yeah, so the tea had it. I'm gonna try and list some of that here as well, or maybe if not here, I don't want to give you too much information, I'll list it down below. But that, I did the nursing tea, so I did oats, I did nursing tea. One of my friends told me about malta. I don't like malta, so, but what I drank was the Alaska creamy malt, and that helped. Oh, there is something that I bought too. It's called liquid gold. That is something that I realized that a lot of persons knew about. I saw it, but initially I never bothered to get it, because I say, no, I'll be fine, you know, whatever. I'll just have some cornmeal porridge and have some oats porridge and I'll be fine. Yeah, but I ended up getting it anyway. I'll leave that picture here as well. A lot of persons, I realize, have been using it and it has been helping. So I'll keep y'all up to date, give y'all a little bit of an update, where that is concerned, because I'm just starting out with it, so it should be fun. I don't mind, and they're all natural products, guys, with natural things in them, you know, all of those little, you know, the different things that help with breast milk production. So I'll give you all an update on that, you know, later on. So that is the liquid gold, but that's really what I've done. I really try not to go overboard with, you know, trying new things, which I do like to do, but this is my body, and anything that I put in, it's gonna be given to her, so I have to be careful as well. If you might see me look off, you know, I'm just looking at my face because it's so scrumptious, beautiful. Like, this look is kind of something. But yeah, it's been an interesting ride, and I've really been enjoying it. But she's my baby, yes. But guys, I am open to questions if you're interested. A few ladies who actually had their babies recently have sent me messages, and I don't mind answering them. Trust me. I actually guided one of my friends. I didn't know her. She has a store, and she said she was having a baby, and I was giving her some tips because she saw my video and she had her baby, and she sent me a message to Shari. You see that early morning, ball morning vibe? It reached me. I said, did you cry? She said, girl, yes, it happens. And I won't be afraid to tell you. I'm not going to tell you that it's bad. I'm not going to tell you all of that. I'm not going to tell you the ore and the gore and the sickness and the sadness. No, I'm going to tell you, pregnancy, having a baby is awesome. Some people experience the worst of it, but guess what? You're still not going to get more than you can bear. Some people experience nothing. The baby come, all is well. You're still not going to get more than you can bear. Trust me, having a baby, I can say no. It's the best thing ever. I don't know what took me so long. Yes, what took me so long was my mom. Never wanted her to put me out so early in my life. But yes, it's been awesome. Yeah, the 3 months, this is basically my 3 months update. I really just wanted to tell you guys it's been good. For those who may be asking, thank you so much, who check in, send me DMs, send me messages here on YouTube. Love it. I'm really enjoying. I love you guys. Love you guys. Yeah, it's been good. Thank you guys so much. That's really the video. I don't want to extend it for too long. I don't want to chat for too much. But I think I will be coming back like every 3 months up to when she gets to the year. I know a lot of persons are saying, you're not going to show the picture. What? I know somebody asked me, how come you're not showing a picture of the baby? Yeah, wait till she christen our a secret. I am not the one. Let's leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing. Mwah. Yes, if this look will be on my channel pretty soon. If it's not before this video, it will be after. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it because I'm actually, it would appear that I'm actually doing these talking videos better than my makeup tutorials now, because that one I was just fumbling and mumbling my way through and I was nervous, but I'm not nervous doing this. It's a thought. It's giving me all sorts of thoughts now. But yeah, guys, this is the look. Wow, I'm really loving my hair. By the way, anybody who may ask, my hair was done my hair by Tess here in Jamaica. Big up yourself, Tess, if you watch this. Yeah, girl, this nice. I like it. I love it. It's definitely something new. I've never done this before, but I love it. It's nice. It's really, really nice, and it's convenient. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah.